the Marlene Saunders Show, where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. Let's see if I get some more light. Okay. Today, we are talking about bullying again. This is part two. Yesterday, we talked about adult bullying, and today, we're going to be talking about a cyberbullying. Um, I think that it's very important for us to discuss cyberbullying because my opinion is that there is a lot of people who are bullied on social media or the internet, and it's relentless because people don't understand that saying things like that about people, it can really affect people. Not everybody is in a space of positivity. Not everybody is in a space that they can handle that sort of thing. Not everybody is stable mentally. Not everybody can handle that sort of thing. Most people can, but some people can't. Like I always say, you never know what somebody is going through, and you never know what somebody is dealing with. Um, what I always say, what does it take to be kind to another person? It don't take nothing. It's not hard. It's not hard to be kind to another person, but some people that are very immature, controlling, manipulative, or just in a dark space themselves, people who are unhappy like to make other people unhappy. And I have found that, um, especially being on social media, that people who are miserable want to also make you feel miserable too, because they're very unhappy. They want to make you feel unhappy. They want to be the person to make you miserable because they see that you're affected by it. And I think personally, when people know that they can affect you, they're going to keep doing whatever they can do to get you down and to get you discouraged. But today's topic, in speaking on bullying, I think that it's very important to say this, that be nice to other people. And if you don't like a person's channel, a person's video, a person's content, then move along. It's simple. It's not difficult. It's not hard. But like we all know, that cyberbullying exists. Hey, Delvin, how are you doing? Welcome in. I know for sure, for me, being on social media, you have to have thick skin, and also being online, like dealing with a job or something, and you got to deal with other people. You got to have tough skin to deal with other people. You can't take people at face value. You can't let people who are behind a computer or on their phone typing stuff to get to you. And I'm not saying that the things that people say don't hurt our feelings, because I'd be lying. It does. I've had people say some really rude and disrespectful things on videos and live streams, and I always say, like, if you don't like something about somebody, keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody cares about other people's opinion and who likes you and who doesn't like you. It's like, move along. But some people like to say something to try to get a dig, get some laughter. They think it's funny to make fun of other people, but it's what it is, right? Some people will always be very immature. Delvin says, I am okay. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Delvin, thanks so much for asking. But I most definitely wanted to talk about this topic of bullying because we all know that there's a lot of bullies. Yes, there's bullies on this app, but also social media, um, all over the internet. People will be in commenting wars, you know, saying things, and then you say something back. it's not even worth it. You know, there's a lot of people who are just, they're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. They're not worth your effort because they don't respect themselves. And somebody who doesn't respect themselves cannot respect you. And a person who doesn't love themselves can by no means show up in a loving way to other people. Yeah. And people who are so disrespectful, that's why they can't have good things in their life. Most people who are, bullying other people, they're usually lonely. Living by themselves. They're not in a romantic relationship. They don't have friends, and you wonder why. Some people wonder why they can't have friends. It's because they don't know how to treat other people. You got to work on yourself. You got to learn how to be kind and good to yourself first and not think that you can be rude, demanding, and manipulative to other people because nobody has to take other people's crap, you know? And I see that on social media. People think that you have to take it. Somebody has said that before on some of my videos that you put your stuff out there so we can say whatever we want. No, you can't say whatever you want. Not over here because I'm going to block you, most definitely. So I don't know what it is about the internet, and people think that they can say whatever they want and that there's zero consequences. But that's the reason why they are laws now. You can't just keep harassing people and bullying people. It's not right. And I'm happy that there's laws now for bullying, cyberbullying, because for many years there wasn't anything about that. Delvin says these people are clowns. Yeah, it's a lot of people are clowns and very immature. It's a lot of mental illness on social media. A whole lot of mental illness, and nobody can't tell me any different. People are not wrapped too tight, or they're very immature. Um, and some people, what it is they want to see people get upset. They want to see other people get sad. And I think that that's very pathetic to try to get somebody down, try to get somebody to cry or to be sad or to feel bad about themselves. Like people have shamed people because of their weight. They've shamed people because of their lifestyle. They've shamed people because of various reasons, and it's not okay. And I always say, what goes around comes around. What you do in the dark will come to the light. And I believe that with my full heart. And I'll say it with my chest. If what you do to other people, it will come back to you. Maybe not now, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day it will come back to you. Be careful how you treat other people, you know. But that's a conversation for another day. Delvin says, I know they're hurt inside, don't got love in their heart. There's a lot of people like that, Delvin. They don't have love in their heart. And I hear people say all the time, I love myself, but at the same time, they're trolling other people, making fun of other people, laughing at other people, and it's not right. And I hate to see it. Um, and I am definitely a person, if I see a person saying things about other people, I am going to report that video. I will report that live stream. It has to be people who stand up for other people and say it's not right. So I'm not going to videos where people talk about other people. I'm not watching that. If you take part of the mess, even if you don't say anything, you're supporting it. You're supporting messy. You're supporting disrespect. You're supporting the mentally ill, okay? Delvin says, I don't like bullies on no level. No level at all, Delvin. I do not like it. And I especially don't like bullies when it comes to messing around with little kids. I've seen some things and read some things online about like, say for instance, is somebody in their school and they'll go on their social media and say things about another kid. Like, it's not right. And unfortunately, some people will end their life because of it. So just don't think that, oh, it's oh, it doesn't matter, or saying things like, oh, a person is too sensitive, I can say what I want. Yeah, you can always say what you want, but remember, whatever you do, there's consequences. For every action, there is a reaction. There's always, you know. So I just want to say that to everybody. Hey, realist, how are you doing? There's consequences for everything that we do in this life. It is. It's consequences. How you show up in this life, there is consequences. So you do wrong to people, wrong is going to come back to you. If you stab people in the back, people are going to stab you back in the back. Your root, you don't have to say everything. I remember my dad used to tell me that when I was a little kid. Everything that comes to your mind, you don't have to say it. If you don't get along with somebody, then you don't get along. It's fine. Move along. But you don't have to tell people, oh, I don't like you, and the reasons why you don't like people. Just move along. You know, I think people get on social media sometimes and they take it to their head. Like, I can say whatever I want to. I can say whatever. I can do whatever. Okay. I always say careful. Careful what you do, because you don't know what kind of anthill that you're stirring up. You don't know the people who aren't very stable, because after all this time I've been on this app, I've actually seen people get unalived behind what they said to somebody, because I'm trying to tell you guys, not everybody is right. You talk about somebody and they want to laugh and everything, kiki, how funny it is, until that person pulls up in real life and ends you. It's not funny until something happens to you, right? Then it's not funny anymore. Delvin says this is why we need to keep doing and talking to people. Yes. If you got something going on with you, then you need to report it. You need to talk to people. Don't let people on social media get to you like that. And I know that it's easier said than done, because I've had people that have said stuff and it has pissed me off, all the way off. And I don't like it, but then I have to remember, and I take a deep breath and remember, these people don't know me in real life. They don't know what I'm going through. They don't know nothing about me. They're just making an assumption of whatever they want to say about me, and I just got to move on with my day. Don't let other people break you down, okay? Because people will. Yeah, it is a circle of life, Delvin. People get on social media and show who they really are. Yes, I believe that. People get on social media, and I say it all the time, they get on social media and they'll be showing off. They'll be talking all this noise and saying all this stuff, talking about pull up on me, and I'm going to do this and I'll do that to you. And they are the ones that are the people who I call very scary, okay? They wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't, and they ain't gonna beat up nobody. They're not gonna do nothing. What they said, they got a lot of bark and no bite. But those are the individuals that one day they're gonna get exactly what they asked for. No, you will. You keep messing with people. Uh oh, it just for you know you are gonna get exactly what you asked for one day. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate every single one of you. Sick humans, yeah. So many people are sick and twisted. But I just want to say to anybody who's listening, if you've ever been bullied, do not let these people get to you. Even if it's on the job, however you use the social media or the internet, don't let people get to you. Okay? You got to take your power back, okay? Turn off your phone, your computer. You got to take some balance. You got to get your mind right, because people will have you thinking some kind of way about yourself, and these people don't know you, okay? Just know that. There are some weird, and I will check with you guys on the next one. We're doing this whole week talking about bullying. Yesterday I talked about adult bullying. Today I'm talking about cyberbullying, and tomorrow we'll talk about another form of bullying. We're going to do this all week, Monday to Friday. This is the Marlene Saunders Show. We have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. See you guys on the next one.